And this is a practice we often do in November. And it's the practice of simply saying thank you on the inhale or the exhale, depending on how you set it up. And what do we want to say about that? Well, I know in my own life, I notice when it is easier to be grateful and when it isn't. And when it isn't, it usually, well, what comes to mind is the story of the second arrow, where someone is hit with an arrow and there's a wound, and there's a choice to be made. Either pull that arrow out and address the wound, or spin a story of suffering around the first arrow, which is called the second arrow. So, we would like to think that in most cases we would choose the first arrow and let the second arrow go. So in my life, if I'm practicing gratitude meditation, what will often occur is I will notice what's very easy to be grateful for, and then what can be more difficult. And when we find something that's difficult, we just take note. Look, there may be some resistance to allowing things to be as they are. Okay, so that is essentially the practice. What often happens in this practice, which I enjoy, is we're simply saying thank you or grateful. You choose. There's a little difference there. Thank you has a dualism quality to it. Grateful has a non-dual quality to it. And we may have images that arise, and we just allow for those images to arise and then come back to the word. Okay? So we ready? Shall we come to a comfortable seat? Feeling the natural weight of the body sitting here. Eyes can be closed or they can be open. If they're open, just have the gaze steady in one place. Allow the outer body to soften a little bit. Touching in to the sensation of breath. You might notice at the nostrils, the belly, receiving the breath. Non-judgmental awareness. taking in all the sound around us. Opening to all the sensations in the body that are present. If we're working with chronic pain, we might notice neutral or pleasant sensations. Noticing thoughts coming and going. We are inevitably taken by a thought, returning, tenderly noticing and returning. Returning to sensation of breath. We'll begin to link thank you or grateful to the breath. Might be the inhale, might be the exhale. So allow it to come into being. With each breath, we repeat. Noticing that at the beginning, we say it to ourselves mentally. We relax the body more deeply. And allow the word or words to say themselves from different places in our body. Certainly, you might check the heart area. You might move your mantra to a place in the body that you don't often pay much attention to or don't feel very often. If there's a place in the body that challenges us, we might gently move toward that place. With the mantra. If we find anywhere in the body it's difficult to travel to, just take note, see if we can soften around that area. There's no pushing, just being gentle with ourselves. Aware of the expansion and softening of the breath. Just allow the gratitude or thanks to fill up the body. As if everywhere we turn, grateful. Allow the outside of the body to soften even more deeply. As we repeat grateful, thankful, or thank you, become aware of the space around you. And sensing into our word or phrase, extending beyond the body. As if we've made ourselves into a field. If we're living inside the word and we can feel it from the inside out. Just the word or phrase. We take a few deeper breaths. As we look into the day ahead with a lightness of being, noticing how this practice could be useful. And with whom could we share it with without necessarily saying a word? Draw the palms together at the heart. And we'll close with one Om. Let's inhale. Bring the hands to the forehead, right thought. May we be steady. May we be present. And may we be free. Hands come to the mouth, right speech. May our words improve upon the silence. Our hands come to our heart, right action. May we be the change that we wish to see. Namaste. Okay, so I love that practice, and I bet I'm not alone in that. But the way I'll use it is I will notice where it's easy to accept and be present with and welcome and be grateful for, and then where it isn't, where it's difficult. And the catch here in my experience is that to the extent to which I resist, I am not useful. So while we may not get to a point of gratitude, the step toward gratitude is acceptance, allowing for. By doing that, we create almost like a blank canvas. Okay, we've allowed for, we can be here. And then what can come out of this experience? Creativity becomes possible. But after we've allowed for things to be as they are. I just heard this thing Dan Harris said. Dan Harris, I really like his work a lot. And he said, for the difficult things, what he'll say is, this is how it is right now. This is how it is right now. And I love that because it's an acceptance of, yes, this is how it is. This is how it is. Okay. And then it's like a color wheel in a way. Then we slowly do the work to allow ourselves to be absorbed and, you know, work from there. All right. So that is the work of the weekend. And maybe I'll see you Saturday. I will see you Tuesday for sure. Okay. Enjoy. Thanks for being here. Bye.